Happy Sunday to all of you. Happy day of the sun to all of you inhabitants of the world. I am Adina. This is Beyond the Veil. I am pleased to have you guys with me this morning. I'm blessed to be alive, even in this crazy world. I'm wearing yellow today because it's Sunday. It's the day of the sun, and I'm projecting out the energy that I want to promote and that I want to feel myself. And I needed this sun energy. I'm actually going on a small mini vacay with my family. I'm leaving on Wednesday and I'll be back on Sunday night. So FYI, if any of you guys were thinking about or planning to book a reading with me this week, you will have to do so in between today and Wednesday. Now I'm leaving Wednesday afternoon, but it'll be after 12. So I can probably fit in readings between 8 and noon. My last appointment would probably be 12. No, my last appointment would be 11. So 8 to 11, I'll do readings on Wednesday. So you guys, that's just an FYI. If any of you guys were thinking about booking readings for me this week, I'll be gone from Wednesday afternoon until Sunday night. So that's that. And then Monday, I'll probably take Monday to catch up on my real estate work because I'm not going to work on this vacation. I'll be on the Gulf, on the coast. I like the Gulf, the Pacific better than the Atlantic because of the water. The water's usually clear. It's like that more exotic, clear, calm Caribbean water. The Atlantic, you get the waves and all that stuff, but I like the Gulf and the Gulf beaches. On the west coast of Florida. That's where I'll be. And I plan on taking that time to recover, restore, and kind of rejuvenate myself. I've had a very challenging Pluto and Capricorn. My nervous system we are struggling to recover from everything I've experienced, even up until this weekend. So with that being said, I want to do a reading today for you guys, for the people, because we are getting ready to move into Pluto and Aquarius and power to the people. And I talk a lot about what's going on in Hollywood and what Hollywood can expect, but I want to do a message for the people about, what we can expect, how we can grow and thrive with Pluto. Because if we choose as a people to not take the opportunity of revolution, reformation, and rebirth, we will suffer the consequences if we are too attached to the system, the establishment. It'd probably be best for you, even if you love the way things are now and you uphold the status quo. Even if my advice is to not be an enemy to change, because you will have it bad. Fixed signs are about to get hit next with this new Pluto angle. So fixed signs, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio, changes upon you and you are a fixed sign. Leo, celebrity world, things like that, entertainment, people in the spotlight. We see how they are grasping to keep and maintain the status quo, their control or their perceived control, and they are being dismantled one by one. That is the angle of Pluto in Aquarius affecting the fixed sign of Leo. You celebrities are being required to change the way Hollywood and your respective industries, politics, and business included, as we see politics, Abercrombie and Fitch, celebrity world. That's why I always group them in together, because it can all fall under a Taurus or Leo energy in the industry and all of its sub-industries. You guys, please listen. I don't mind helping celebrities, even though I do celebrity readings. You guys are the ones who should be booking readings with me the most, because you guys are the ones who are trying to hold on to your system that upheld you and fed you as gods and stars. The only way you can survive is if you adapt to change and if you reconnect with your soul, or at least attempt to. Because that's also an Aquarian trait, the soul. Authenticity. That's why I said in one of my previous readings, you guys, if you want to survive Hollywood, you have to go back to the essence, your creative essence. What made you love the art? The art. Get back to the art. That's where your soul was when you were so inspired and you just wanted to create. You have to get back to that, to the passion of the art. And we have to stop upholding those who have no passion for the art, because that helps uphold a system to where true authenticity and God's messages can't be delivered through people who are in the arts, because the ones who have that connection, that creative connection to the source that allows them to be mediums and channel all these, they're being held down while bullshit is being supported, so that God and the heavens cannot speak and move through the people that sign up to be God's conduits. And so that's why the entertainment industry is falling down, or part of the reason. If you want to survive and thrive, you have to be one of the ones who do not uphold that and get back to that tap in, that connection with the divine that allows you to pull ideas and inspirations from the ethers and then act them out in ways that affect people. I like music. I am a songwriter. I am a singer. I have been one all my life. I have made albums that I've made money off of. I've made mixtapes. I have written music. I have sold music to the industry. And I have stopped doing that because I found other areas of my life that were more conducive. But I said to say that I like such a wide variety of music. Just this morning, I was going down, down in an early round, and sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be your number one with a bullet. Loaded, got complex, cock it and pull it. Yes. We're going down, down in an early round, and sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be your number one with a bullet. Loaded, got complex, cock it and pull it. Yeah, see, that's what I was on this morning. I like anything that makes me feel. You got to make me feel something. Make a song that make me feel something. I might go right from down, down to mighty and mighty young. You remind me of the West Side Story. This me doing the bachata salsa because in my seat. Growing up in Spanish Harlem. Straight from that into I want you to know that I'm happy for you. I want nothing but the best for you both. Another version of me. Does she go down on you in a theater? And I might go straight from that to Breaker is dead candy on the number line. Breaker. Anybody want a mother can die? Come see. You have to make music. You have to make art that makes people feel a way all across the board. So that's for Hollywood. So Y'all probably gonna be cracking up at me. Most High Mother and Father God, thank you, thank you, thank you for this gift. Thank you for this Sunday. I need this energy from the sun today to help me out of just the funky bitch. I was a funky bitch these last few days since doing my reading, my spiritual bath, because it's been so many ops and haters and stuff exposed. I even got into it with my mom, and to be honest, y'all, my mama is probably my biggest op. They say sometimes for a daughter, her mother can be, listen. But anyways, it almost just, I'm the Libra in me, the people-pleasing Libra in me. It's just like, but why? Why? It always hurts my feelings when people don't like me. And then I just go straight into, well. But anyways, Most High Mother and Father God, thank you for this day. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the people that are watching me and joining in this reading with me. Please send the same energy of the sun that is positively impacting and affecting me. I ask that you allow me to project it out. Teach me how to project it out. Teach me how to project it out. Teach me how to project it out into the ethers. Healing, positive sun energy. Blessings, health, laughter, joy, fun, sensuality, vitality, good health to all of you. Do you guys feel that moving through your veins? So, Spirit, I would like to get a message for the people, for Pluto and Aquarius. I like to divine a message from the heavens, from the spiritual world, the invisible world, and the physical world, for the people, for society, for the Aquarians, the community, society, humanity, the people. Spirit, we know what Pluto and Capricorn did. May I have a message of Pluto and Aquarius for the people? What would we need to know about this next Pluto transit and this next era that we're moving into for our highest collective good? I am open to delivering a message for the highest good of the people from whomever has a message for humanity. I open and empty myself to be a medium, a vessel, a channel for you to deliver that message. Confidence is your key to success, Leo. I would like to say Pluto and Capricorn, Pluto and Aquarius will kick off by majorly impacting the fixed sign of Leo. So anybody with heavy Leo placements, sun, moon, rising, or personal planets, or Leo placements, or planets that are, being affected by this transit, that are making angles to any Leo placements. The fixed sign of Leo, you are up first. And ironically, that starts with the system. I was just talking about the Leo ruled industry, celebrity, the industry, people of the world, humanity, us regular people. What we're witnessing in the industry we cannot attach ourselves to it. And so many antennas, so many is it resistors or transistors? I used to work in manufacturing for Lockheed Martin, but I can't remember resistors or transistors. Anyways, we are conduits of energy. And I was just speaking about artists or celebrities who need to get back into the art. How many true artists, true conduits, have been locked out of the industry for the other agenda that was being pushed? How many careers of truly talented people who could have really, really, really benefited humanity through their art were snuffed out by the status quo in the industry now? How many, talented people's careers were stifled for less talented people who were better at influencing the masses? This is your chance. So if your buddies, and this is for celebrities, this is a two-way street. Celebrities, if your buddies with the ones that have been upholding the bullshit and you've been watching, but you say, for instance, you are one of the most talented artists because you're still tapped into the love of the art, but you run in circles that are a part of the machine. They're benefiting at your sacrifice, at the sacrifice of your true gift. What if you stop supporting that bullshit, even if they're your friends? Because if they were your friends, they'd be putting you on because you have a gift. If you stop and just let that shit crumble, maybe then you will have an opportunity. Regular people, if we stop upholding systems that we are seeing don't work, maybe we'll have an opportunity to be the next group of leaders, stars, celebrities. Nothing can change unless you change. How many of us regular people are extremely talented at what we do, but we won't have a shot at being seen or heard or being able to be seen or supported or endorsed because of the channels that we divine? Because there's an agenda being upheld. How many of you are gifted, God-given gifted, but won't get a chance to deliver whatever it is that God is trying to deliver for humanity through you and your art and your vision because of the machine? And the more you don't do anything about it, even if it's just not doing anything about it and turning the other cheek because that's the way things are, you're doing a disservice to yourself, because there's an opportunity for you if you stop upholding the bull. That's for all of us. There are opportunities for power to be redistributed to some of us if we stop upholding things that we see crashing and burning just because of the status quo. You guys are too afraid of change. You're too afraid also of the cost of change. But confidence is our key to success. The gods are supporting us being confident in ourselves. The spirits are saying there used to be a real threat to you for why you should have continued to be in the system the way you are. They would have snuffed you out. But now we're supporting. The heavens are saying we are waiting for the next revolutionaries, and they're coming. They're already here. They're being empowered as we speak. But even the ones who are too afraid to be the change that we want to see, even you will attack and try to destroy the ones who are revolutionizing that change when you see it, because of fear. You've been conditioned by fear. There are people who ain't afraid to stand on what they believe in and die for it too. That's sometimes the requirement of change, because the status quo, the way the world is now, it came by blood and conquest. sacrifice for everything. And you can't be afraid of that, because there will be blood and sacrifice one way or the other. But the heavens are supporting the people. And God's will be done. Nature's law will be law. So whether we get on the good foot or not, it doesn't matter. The wheat and the tare. Don't be a wheat. Whether you're a celebrity, don't be a tare. Whether you're a celebrity or whether you're regular, like me, like us. Don't be a tare. Don't be a scaredy cat. Don't be afraid to say, this system isn't working anymore. I reject your deposit. I'd rather have nothing before I take what you give me, because you didn't create anything that you're trying to give me in the first place. We were all placed here in it, including the leaders, including the celebrities. So they have more rights than you do. They have more power than you do because of your perception, because of your fear. Control is maintained through fear. Don't be scared. I am fearless and I ain't dead yet. I've been in battles. I'm wounded right now as we speak, and I've shared my most recent battle with you guys, and it's still going on. Wrongs are still being done to me at this moment, and I'm having to allow them for the moment. But I ain't never motherfucking scared, and I always win because I'm not afraid. Look at this. This is why I wanted to wear yellow. Look at that. That sun energy. Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. I just did magic on y'all, and you ain't even know it. I was just delivering the same message before the cards. I be telling you I don't need these cards. And this is me being confident in myself, because imposter syndrome is strong with me. Sometimes I go back and forth, even to this day, about whether I am worthy and good enough to be on this platform. Because I take my gift so seriously. It's almost like, why me? Why little old me? I almost can't even believe that I'm good enough to be really good at what I do, even though I know I am. It's almost like, you always see people that are really, 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 really good at what they do, and they're like rare. I never felt good enough about myself to be considered rare and special, even when the evidence is in my face. The spirits need the people to be confident. It's not about having faith. It's about having confidence. It's different. Having faith is saying, I'm just going to believe because I choose to just believe. Confidence is saying, I believe because I know. I know it just as much as I'm touching myself. We can't be scared as we see the world turning to shit, thinking, what are we going to do? Practice some self-autonomy, you guys. Take the shackles off. That goes for all of us. Because even though the celebrities that are falling, you're falling because even you had shackles on that you wanted to stay in. I like it inside Master's house. I don't want to go back outside and build a field, and tow in the field and get the grain and the food for ourselves and cook it ourselves. I like letting the slaves do it. The darker ones. I like letting the field slaves do it. I don't mind cooking for Massa. I don't want to be out there producing the food that we got to cook. But when Massa falls sick and the plantation ain't running correctly, the field slaves survive because they ain't had no choice but to know how to. You have slaves going to be in there hungry because the field slaves ain't going to bring you nothing that they done had to crop. And they ain't going to let you come outside and eat with them. They're going to tell you to stay in the house and enjoy nothing. Woo! I don't mind. having my black ass in the field. Because you know why? I wasn't in the house getting raped by massa. I was out in the sun getting vitamin D, having those chemicals that the sun activates, inspiration. Field slaves ain't, they spirits might have been broken by force, but they was out there singing the spirituals. They was doing the juju. They was healing each other, and they knew the land, so they knew how to escape. Patience as they cultivated their escape. If you was in the house, you don't know how to survive outside when it's time to survive outside. And you don't know the woods when it's time to escape and how to survive in the woods. And you ain't never really had to get it off the strength of your back. So without having massa, you're going to be scared. You're going to tell on the other slaves. And you're going to self-sabotage yourself and the other slaves. Step out of your comfort zone. This in reverse tells me that humanity is having a hard time letting the system fall. We're panicking because we're seeing the system crumble. And we are willing to sift through the debris and find the largest piece of debris that's still intact the most and try to stand on it. Even though since it's been broken, if we all trying to stand on that one little piece of solid debris, it's going to crumble under our weight. It was never a foundation that was meant. We can't sift through the debris and try to find the biggest piece of debris to stand on. We have to clear out the debris and then start from scratch. This tells me fixed signs are going to have a hard time the most because you're the most attached to the system. You benefit a lot from the system. But it's a false confidence because the system didn't create the world that it operates in. There's a higher power than the systems that we think run the world. And even they are subject to it. How can you worship leaders who are being taken down and can't even defend themselves against invisible forces? I'd rather join the winning team. See, that's how that company got its name from me. I'm sorry, that was just a side note. But anyways, because people steal intellectual capital and I hate it. I hate a thief. Anyways, we are having a hard time being able to get into our North Node. I ain't, but I'm saying we so that y'all don't feel judged. No, I am. In my personal life, I am too. And that's me being humble. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. That's in reverse too. A win-win outcome is forecast in reverse. That's Libra too. Libra, justice system. Let me tell you guys something. Whatever new romantic cycle that we're getting ready to bond ourselves with the people in its new administration, it ain't a good one. Whichever one it is, none of them would be good. None. There is no politician currently that Pluto and Aquarius thinks is worthy. At least I don't think so. Whoever the next administration is, at least, they ain't it. And I don't know who's going to win. I've made predictions, but even in my soul, I don't feel comfortable making predictions about that. For some reason, I just don't. I make a lot of predictions because I believe in myself. Silently, after I make those predictions, I've been going back and forth like, dang. Now, I do think Kamala is going to win. I do think that. But whomever we're bonded to next, that's not a good relationship for us. They are just someone else trying to uphold the system, whomever it may be. If it's Trump, he's just someone else trying to uphold a system that isn't meant to be upheld. If it's Kamala, it will be her just trying to uphold a system that is meant to fail. We got to break up. Humanity and the system, we got to break up. I want to look into short musing, so she lying. I don't know what you're talking about. But whatever they said she did, she did. I don't know. Short musings, you always seem to be commenting when I'm doing a video. That's so cute. What sign are you? All right, Spirit, elaborate. Elaborate on confidence is your key to success. Even though I feel like I hit that nail on the head, honey. And Spirit, thank you for this message, even for me. To continue giving me the strength, even if I lose it by the end of the day, the next day, it's a new day and strength renewed. To keep going on, because I told myself that I was going on a hiatus from readings on my channel for a while. And then here I am with renewed strength. Sometimes all you just need is a breather, some rest. Take a step back, but don't stop. 10 of Wands, you fixed signs. Wands, fire sign, Leo, Aries. Leo, Aries. Sag, but this is Leo because I'm digging into confidence is your key to success. Fire sign, fire sign. You're wearing yourselves out trying to maintain the system. The 10 of Wands is the end of a suit. Before you get into the court cards, the court cards would be celebrities. Celebrities, this is you. Overwhelming yourselves trying to uphold the system that you work in. But it's hard, ain't it? It's hard trying to thrive in this industry, ain't it? You find yourself having to compromise and sell out a lot more, don't you? And for us, how y'all feeling under today's society? How are we feeling with inflation? How are we feeling? Just how we been feeling lately? It's been rough, hasn't it? It's only rough when you maintain the system. Now, watching it crumble or letting it crumble might be more of a mental shock to you. It might, trigger your nervous system into survival mode. But I promise you, if you just flip this in reverse and start releasing it, even if it's scary to not know what the future holds, I swear you will feel a little better, a little less tense. If you just allow yourself to say it's falling, it's crumbling, and there's nothing we can do about it, you won't be so tense. Because right now you're like, everything's a shit show. How are we going to survive and maintain? You won't. You won't. The way, if you're trying to survive and maintain in the way things are going now. This feels like one of the most important readings I've done. And they're usually the ones that I do for Message for Humanity, because I did a Pluto and Capricorn one too. I did one at the beginning of the year. And I told y'all about unplugging from the celebrity world because they were harnessing energy and they were gaslighting and manipulating to hold on to power. And here we are in October. And don't you feel gaslit, manipulated? And we see all these celebrities pushing their weight around, trying to survive themselves. But they're not able to survive either. What makes us think that if people with money and power can't survive the change, that us trying to uphold it as regular citizens that ain't got money or power will die out before they do trying to uphold the system. The burden is on society right now. The industry is harvesting. I said this in my beginning of the year reading. They are harvesting energy from the people, getting us riled up, getting us confused so we can't. Two candidates here. This is the election right now. I've heard so many people say that they can't wait for this election to be over. My mom is working the polls this year. She's been working the polls since she retired. She's so tired. She actually couldn't make it through yesterday. She called and was like, girl, I left. I couldn't make it through all day. It's the energy, because people are so divided amongst each other about their faith, about things that are being fed to us in the media. Everybody's talking points are the same. And I'm talking about regular people. If I go into a restaurant and hear people talking about politics, I can guarantee, I can predict everything that they're going to say, no matter whose side they're on. When I go online and look in the comments, everybody's regurgitating the same talking points. But nobody thinks that they're being brainwashed. It's like walking into a store of parrots, but nobody thinks they're a parrot repeating something that they heard a human say. These cards tell me otherwise. These politicians are playing on you. Both of them. All of them. All of them. All of them teeth them. All of them teeth them. From the big one to the little one. From the orange one to the brown one. From the man one to the woman one. All of them teeth them. All of them teeth them. All of them teeth them. Including the one you just voted for. All of them teeth them. Including the one you just were bullied into voting for. None of them will deliver outcomes that are conducive for everybody. These people got donors who put them into office and put them into the position to entertain us. The donors are who they politic to. All of them teeth them. And you fighting your brethren for a teeth them. Little man want kill you. Little woman. While you fighting your brother and sister, because this is us. Cups, harmony. These two people got knives. And we know it. The collective, we know it. Because just like the moon causes the tides to change, nothing in history has changed. Nothing. It's been a shit show, and we know it will be. We know it always will be. But we debating and fighting each other over shit. Throw up, vomit. The burden, the cost of Pluto moving into Aquarius has been put on the people. They are the ones being hit the hardest and the first because they are the rulers right now of the world. But they're putting the burden on the people. Inflation, there is no administration. And I know y'all like to think that I love Trump. I don't. I like that he went against child abusers. That's it though. That's it. Everybody fucked up the economy. Everybody did. Everybody up top. And we're all paying for the things that go on behind the scene. Inflation has less to do with us and more to do with spending that we don't know about. The fuck these people did with y'all campaign money? Because they didn't need that. They got donors. Billionaire, trillionaire donors. Y'all, Elon Musk is supporting Trump, and y'all think he needed campaign money? We've seen every black celebrity in Hollywood, and all of them are powerful and rich. There are probably trillions amongst all of them. Massively support Kamala. The fuck she needed y'all donations for? The fuck she needed black men for Kamala to raise over millions of dollars for her campaign? The fuck does she needed that with Beyonce alone on stage and Tyler? Do they benefit more from their relationships with these people or people like y'all who just get played on? Let me tell you something. We've always been preyed on. If you think that we have been powerful as a people and that we've been running the show, we never have been. Not for ages. Probably not since the Civil Rights era. We've been hamsters in a wheel. Every time there's an election, we complain. Or every time a new administration is, we complain about them and how they didn't follow through on what they said they would. Every politician has done that, though. So we can see that they say things to make us support them, but they don't none of them, even the ones that we like, even the ones that we don't like, none of them really stand on business. But here we are, fighting each other, trying to uphold bullshit. And I didn't want to do any more political readings. This isn't a political reading, though. Step out of your comfort zone. In reverse. And the problem with upholding these systems is that we don't benefit. This is we, the people. The people that benefit. The person that benefits, though, is whomever is projecting that situation. So in this case, since we're so close to elections, we don't want to come out of our comfort zone because we're so comfortable with the idea of government and having someone fix our problems for us. Educate our children through the education system. Take care of my parents for me through Social Security and things like that. Feed my babies with food stamps. And, give me a place to stay with housing. Instead of putting the responsibility back on and accountability back on you. Because we tell the government to stay out our business. The government has no right to dictate our choices in our bodies. But then when our choices get us into a situation that we don't want to be in, we go to government-supported institutions to help get us out of it. If we had communities that stuck together, we wouldn't need housing, food stamps, and even abortions like that, because people would probably have more help raising their children, therefore being less afraid to birth the child. And I know that the talking point is abortion is for health issues, but let me tell you something. I don't know any woman, and not saying that they don't, who were turned away from getting a medical procedure that they needed. I had a DNC before. I wasn't turned away. I was pregnant, I had a miscarriage, and I had a DNC. Easy. I know more women in my life than I don't who have had multiple abortions due to irresponsibility sexually. I know someone who had an abortion because of the man that they had the baby by, because he didn't have money like that person's other baby daddies. Found out that the man wasn't balling after, you let him hit because you thought you was hitting a lick. Found out he really ain't have it like that and aborted his baby. That's not poor personal management. After my miscarriage, I made a conscious decision for a while because I was so traumatized that I didn't want to risk getting pregnant again, because the trauma of losing my baby, I wasn't ready to go through it again. And so my husband and I were conscious of that. I've had opportunities to have sex with men without condoms. But because I know what the risks are, either we're going to do it the safe way or we're not going to do it at all. And if the condom bursts, then, that's different. But that's not the normal. You know what I'm saying? I take my life into my own hands. My father, before we were in school, my father had school at home. We had a chalkboard. We had desks. I had hooked on phonics. I had homework before I hit school. So by the time I was in kindergarten, I was miles ahead. My education started at home. My dad was able to change zoning laws because he was such a revolutionary man. He wasn't waiting for anyone. My mother, when my father got sent to prison, my mother had 3 girls, 1 income, was denied low-income housing, was denied food stamps. And when they denied her the first time, she never filed again. I got it, and she did. Not saying that, it's easier said than done for everybody, but at some point, that's the energy that you have to get into. You have to. Because whatever is being promised to us at the time from whoever is doing the promising, it's self-serving. From whomever. So if you're in your feelings, Trump too, Kamala too, and whoever else is on the ticket that was given to us. I live in the town where the white lady killed her neighbor, her black neighbor, in front of her kids, shot through her door because the lady was outside knocking on her door to confront her. Adjika Owens. You guys heard about it. That happened here in the town I live in. Let me tell y'all something. We have a newly elected black judge here. She's a woman. She's black. And I live in a small town, so the community is very community here. That lady is one of us. She's our cousin's cousin. She's our auntie's auntie. She go to my mama church, and she's true and true. I ain't had no supporting, no problem voting her in. She was a good, and not because she was black. We didn't vote for her because she was black, but she was community, and she had a long established history in the community. We know her, and we know that she's always been standing on business. Can't be bought, but this is a small town, so the political corruption isn't as big here. And I did a reading on it. I saw our police department did not want that national attention of this community being upholding racist-based crimes. It didn't matter how they felt personally. Once national attention was on Ocala, Florida for the wrong reasons, and they thought they saw how that goes for other towns, people rioting and stuff, they nipped that in the bud. And she already on trial. She might be sentenced already. That's been taken care of. But we have a good judge. Anyways, last card. A new romantic cycle begins in reverse. That's an omen to me. That's bad news to me, unfortunately, but Order from chaos, the Tower. Whomever we're merged to next, their goal, and whether it's their goal or not, their actions will further dismantle. Whether they're trying to or not, because these people are trying to stay in power. But what you don't know, you people in power, is that everything you're doing will be used against you in divine courts. So there's nothing a politician, a person in power can do to maintain this structure. There is nothing a politician, a celebrity can do to save the sinking ship. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The Tower is ruled by Pluto. The Tower is a tarot card ruled by motherfucking Pluto. I'm not making this up. There's nothing. And so tear up the people, your neighbors, tear up your community, the people who you have to live with. Fight each other unto the death. And then in the grave, when you realize you're in the grave, you're going to look and see the system with you. And you're going to realize that you and your brother shouldn't have been fighting each other anyways. The way we're so divided right now is disgusting. And we collectively should be ashamed of ourselves. I'm not here to spread love and light all the time. Y'all like those kind of tarot readers? Go find someone doing a zodiac tarot reading that's going to tell you that love is coming, money is coming, and all that other bullshit. The Tower is the only thing that we can expect right now. And if you want to survive, you got to be willing to ride or die through the change. You got to be tough. If you're weak, too weak to stand on your own feet because you want the system to stand up for you, then you're a tear. And you will fall out with this. It's just the way it is. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. This relationship, the lovers. Listen, this is what y'all think y'all finna get. Each side of politics thinks that when their politician wins, that they're going to get the lovers. Both sides are thinking that. Listen, but the world in reverse. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Nature is restoring itself. And my problem is, we know America's history. We know American history. We know that no one politician has made the world a better place. Why are y'all so emotionally invested still? Not saying don't go out and vote. That's your personal choice. But why are you still so emotionally invested enough to tear down the community that you live in when these politicians stop campaigning and they forget about you? Because they all do. After they're elected, they're not pandering anymore. You will see that each politician has their own personal agenda to fulfill. And a lot of you guys don't like believing me when I step on your toes, but you've been following me because all of my readings come true. But my vision just stops when it comes to your faves. I told you guys a long time ago, though, that you had to unplug from celebrity culture. I've been saying that since the end of last year and the beginning of this year. And I still have people coming in my comments, people that have been long time. And it's fine. I don't need all of you guys to agree with me. But you have to know that know that you can trust a person's gift when all the messages don't feel good. Because when is life ever always peachy and cream? There was this one, I had this, I think I shared this story before. I had this client, this girl wanted to get a reading with me, and I did the reading, and I told her that she was going to have some challenges coming up in her situation that she was in. This girl said, I've watched several readers on YouTube, and they all said that my sign has love and money coming in. And I said, okay. I don't argue with people like that who like to debate with me about what other YouTube readers have said. I don't consider myself a YouTube reader. And I don't know those people. And I don't know their spirits to judge them. But I know mine. And so when people say that, those are the ones I remove from my channel, because why is you here then? It's also not healthy to consume so many different readers. If you have your solid core and I'm not one of them, feel free to leave me behind. But I love you enough to tell you that even if I'm one that you can stand to lose, do it. But don't consume too many different, and that's just me out of love telling you how to protect yourself. All right, and so, Spirit, since we got all of that out of the way, I'd like a word of advice. Oh, that was advice. All right, so I just want one more card. To inspire and empower and speak life into the people who are open to receive. Because this message don't apply for everyone. There's a small few. You know, the Bible talks about the rapture, you know, and even though those are allegories and, you know, parables and things like that, Christians always thought that they were the small few, that they were the narrow path. But Christianity has been the predominant religion this whole Piscean era. So I always wondered why they thought they were the minority when they were always the majority. Even when I was in the religion, I always thought, no, the world is Christian. What are we talking about here? Always in the back of my mind, I had the conquest in mind. It was only a matter of time before I left the church, because in the back of my mind, there were always issues with me. But because my family was in that cult, Spirit, I would like a message for those, for the wheat. I do not cast my prayers on the tares. I am not one of those people who tells everybody I'm praying for you. I will not. I have services, though. You can get one of my ceremonies. I don't just willy-nilly pray for everybody. And when I see that people are a lost cause, I don't waste my prayers on you. This message is for the wheat. Those who are okay with seeing change happen in the world, because the world has always changed, even before you was here and after you're gone. Your life isn't the center of the universe. It's the center of your universe. And so change will occur no matter how we feel. Spirit, I would like to inspire those who seek to be inspired in this time. I would like to speak life into the valley of dry bones. I'd like a message for those who heed the call and need a word from the Spirit. Step out of your comfort zone. That was the second card I pulled in the original message. We've already done it. We're already prepared for the change, and we're already being primed for the change. Hold your vision, because we didn't hold on to the idea of the system because we know it's an illusion. God bless those who know when they're being gaslit. Confidence is your key to success. Two cards that I pulled out the first time, both of them were in other orientations. This was upright. This was in reversed. I can't make this shit up. Adjustments are required. We got the bigger picture already. That nothing will come of the situation as it is, and that adjustments are required, but that they be difficult. And no matter what, the way the energy has picked up politically, we haven't been swept up in it. We have been making our own moves. Most of us have been balancing spiritual practices with our regular lives in order to see the changes that we need to see. Instead of voting for either politician, go and book a ceremony with a practitioner. Come see me. Get a blockbuster done. It's almost the end of the year and the beginning of the year. Everybody needs a road opener, a blockbuster, and a crown of success and protection. Set these ceremonies up, stagger them from the end of the year, December, into March, if you can afford to book them back to back. Let me tell you guys what you do, and I'm going to close out this reading. As a practitioner, what would help you more than voting? Calling me. Because the little couple dollars that you spend with me are going to save you a lot. Now, what you need is, and this is free game, because this is one of my practices in how I diagnose people as a spiritual doctor, and my healing methods, something that I prescribe, something that I do myself. You will need, the first thing I would say is a return to a fuck around and find out, because that's just not a return to sender. And I don't elaborate publicly on what all it entails, or maybe I did already, but it covers multiple bases: healing, protection, and return to sender in one. You do that to get anything off of you from the year, get it off, heal, protect, send back. Okay? That's where you start. Then we do a spiritual bath, because I recommend doing that after that ceremony to cleanse the rest of the debris off of you. Then you go and do a road opener / blockbuster to remove any obstacles in your path that may obstruct your plans in the future. And then you do a crown of success so that all your endeavors be successful. Since now all the obstacles are moved. Listen, that is how you thrive when the world is going to shit. I made the most money independently in 2020 when the world was going to shit. Anytime the world is going to shit, I thrive because I'm a wheat. You guys will be better off getting into some type of spiritual, religious, whatever floats your boat. Turn to your God, turn to your ancestors, turn to your spirits, and be prepared. Because another thing that Pluto and Aquarius will do is continue to stamp authentic spirituality. Authentic spirituality. No more the middleman, the pastor, the priest, the manbo, the people who say that you ain't this unless we initiate you. All of that. Pure spirit and source. That's all we need. If you ain't on that, good luck. Good luck to you. Good luck to you all who are having a hard time snatching away from the system. You guys book a reading with me before I go on vacation, because after I come back from vacation, I might not even want to do these kind of readings no more. I'm on some other shit. I'm trying to deal with the wheat, the ones who are already on it. I don't want to continue dealing with people who are already falling out of the tower and scrambling, trying to find a way to manipulate spirit into benefiting you. I can't save you. I can help you, but you're going to be touched. I'd love to help you guys. It ain't free. It ain't going to be free. I'm going to do some group ceremonies though at a discounted price, but at this time, because we're changing an era, I've been holding myself accountable, and I'm going to hold everybody else accountable because the world lacks accountability. Nowadays, if you want someone to help you, it's not so readily available anymore. Spiritual practitioners who are genuine, those will be the new churches. People like me, I'll probably thrive very much so in this era. And I'm not even comfortable saying this because I don't speak of myself like that. I've never felt worthy enough. I'm probably going to thrive in this new era, even though I was almost depressed this weekend. But one thing I know is that I've been standing on business since 1987. Spiritual practitioners, my advice to you, you authentic ones, because the unauthentic ones, you'll fall by the wayside too. Ain't no area that's going to be untouched. That's why I ain't worrying about it. I'll grow. My channel will grow. My clientele will grow. Because it's real over here. You guys know the people that I help and the things that we do with each other. It won't be free. No free game. You true blue practitioners, my sister and my brethren, give from your heart, but stand on business. We're being held accountable too to stand on business as the new church, the new temple. Because they've been playing in our faces for a long time. They will run to the practitioners to help cleanse them. Like Diddy ran to Urzuli Dantor, who is a patron deity of me, for one. It's one of my patron deities. I didn't know until I actually went to a practitioner, a voodoo guy here in Florida, and I had him do a divination for me because it's something I was going through, and he was like, "You're a Dantor," and I was like, "A Dantor? I don't want to be a Dantor." But you can't help who's in your courts. And I did my Dantor bath. But that's one of my patron deities. She protects women and children. And you see what happened when Diddy tried to go to her to cleanse his sins away that he was guilty of, child. So listen, we not playing with y'all. Not even me. And so I can be fair, I'm going to pull a card for myself in front of you guys and call myself to the carpet like I did in that Sloan video that I went so viral for that I didn't even think about. Like I said, I have been sitting on that feeling for a while, and I had subscribers and clients who would call me and be like, "But she did though. Your video came out first, and whether she does or doesn't have a gift, because I believe she does. I just believe that now it's diluted. And she stepped into an arena that she can't really divine in because she's unfamiliar with. The more knowledgeable you are about something, the better of a reader or a diviner or a seer you will be." And so she absolutely was looking for inspiration. Not saying that she didn't apply her gift, but she was looking for inspiration. This wasn't her arena. But even then, I had sat on that because I'm so humble and self-critical. I went back and forth, even though my spirits had told me what I already saw. And I already decided that I wasn't going to say anything because I was like, seriously though, how would she even know that I existed? I didn't even have 400 subscribers at the time. But then my spirits were like, no, but you guys interacted before in the comments. You watched her videos. Once you interact with somebody and start watching certain content, it starts popping up on your homepage. I know this because I'm on YouTube. So anyways, I don't even remember why I said that. Why did I bring that up? I don't remember. Oh, when I did that reading, I started by saying, y'all, I could be wrong. So let me call myself and her to the divine courts. I couldn't believe I had people coming at me talking about I was jealous and stuff. Do I look like I'm jealous of, first of all, excuse me, I'm not racist, but do I look like I would be jealous of anybody? Especially, look at my skin, y'all. How old I look to y'all? I'm almost 40. Nobody thinks that when they meet me. Who would I be jealous of, y'all? I've had this gift before YouTube was YouTube. I've had this gift before the internet was created. Because I'm old enough to, I was introduced to the internet when it came to the world. I was playing the Oregon Trail in school. MS on them computers. So how could I be jealous of stuff that this generation, that I had before this world of technology and social stuff existed, before I knew she existed? I was operating in my gift. And I was one of the only ones around like this. So I was always the special one. Why would I be jealous of someone that I'm better than? Anyways, you guys are crazy. You know, jealousy is not, I've struggled with a lot of things like normal people, but jealousy ain't one of them. For one, I come from a very large family. I have like 30 first cousins on just my mom's side, and maybe 10 of those are men. All of my female cousins are bad bitches. Y'all think I'm cute? Y'all gotta see who I come from. That's why it's hard for us to have friends, because other women get insecure around us and the attention that we receive. And for us, we don't even look at ourselves that way. But I come from so many beautiful women. I don't be jealous. I'm a baddie. I come from a family of baddies. People say that your whole family baddies. So I ain't never been jealous. I've always been very confident. I've always been attractive. I ain't never been jealous because I've always been attractive or seen as attractive. Even when I didn't think I was. Other people was telling me I was. So jealous. Girl. Boy. Y'all, that sounds like somebody who ain't never been in my vagina before. Because if you've been in there, you know I ain't got nothing to be jealous about anyways. Spirit, just for balance and accountability, so my subscribers who always feel away when I read their faves don't, get mad at me. I'll read myself too. Spirit, give me a message for Pluto and Aquarius, because you know how I struggle. And you know how I was just struggling up until this morning. You know the plans that I laid out for myself of being more disciplined, routine, and structured in every area in my life, because my Taurus ascendant can make me sometimes I don't want to. I'm tired. I just want to eat and lay in the bed and not be bothered by the world, just in my bed. And that's not healthy, because I don't always exercise and my body is feeling the weight of me saying I don't want to. So I need to incorporate exercise. I need to drink more water. I need to go to sleep. I need to put myself on a sleep routine. I have a stellium in my 6th house, that Virgo house. Routine, Virgo stuff. My South Node is there. So I struggle with that area. And I'm not making light of it. Me struggling in this area has caused major problems and obstacles for me. My need to be liked. That people pleasing now. That seemed to have gone away almost overnight. The boundaries are boundarying. But even me doing these readings that I know people don't like is me stepping out of my personal comfort zone. But I have a lot of things that I need to work on. My mental health isn't always the best. I don't like to read myself because everything I see about myself is negative. Every single thing. And it fucks up my faith. My need to be liked because I never loved myself fully. Letting my inner child run me made me have the worst relationships in business, friendships, everything. My 7th house is in Scorpio, and I have Pluto there. That is not a good place for relationships. But because of my lack of self-love and needing to feel love or validation from others, to be liked by others, I attracted some of the worst people. Natasha and Andrew told me they loved me the same day that they were stabbing me in the back. As they were telling me they were loving me, they were stabbing me in the back at the very moment. Literally was on the phone saying, I love you, but was texting, stabbing me in the back. And there were red flags before, but I kept telling myself, it's you, Dina. You're too critical. You need to learn to let love in. You're too cold like your mother, too detached. That's why you keep being hurt, because you're not soft. Spirit, give me a message for my highest good, for Pluto moving into Aquarius. Give me a message for my highest good, because I ain't got it together. I've been struggling. I've been praying. I've been frustrated with y'all, going off on y'all, and then coming back the next day like, just a small meltdown. I'm okay. That's not okay. That's not okay. I need to get to a healthy place within myself to where I'm not doubting myself so much. The self-doubt is crippling to me. Be bold, Adina, and make the first move. Now, if I weren't doing this reading publicly, I might not be able to receive any message. But because I'm reading myself as if I'm reading someone else, I might be able to receive this. Cardinal moon. Now, my moon is in Aries. Bold. Be bold. Like your moon sign in Aries in the 12th house of spirituality and highly evolved. This lets me know that even though I do a lot of things in fear, boldness, be brave. People always say, you're so confident. I said, I'm not that confident. I'm brave, though. I'm brave. When I interviewed my family for my family reunion documentary, and I interviewed my elders, I had each of them name their children and all of the nieces and nephews and say one thing that comes to mind about them. One thing my Uncle Leo said about me was, she ain't never scared. She ain't scared of nothing. And I'm not. And I didn't even realize that until he said it. But then he came back and he was like, you ain't scared of nothing. You weren't scared to, and all the things that you've been through, you ain't scared to go out and try things that other people would be too afraid to do. Many in my family, because everything I do is big to them. Like this, having a YouTube, that to them, they'd be like, yeah, that's Dina. Because she's bold, fearless like that. Be bold and make the first move, Adina. A new start is coming. New moon. Cardinal moon, new moon. Now, the cardinal signs have been being dealt with in Pluto and Capricorn. Libra, Aries. I forgot the other 2 axes. So yes, I've been getting dealt the fuck with. But I see positive changes coming for myself, especially because I'm not a part of this new marriage. I'm never a part of the new marriages energetically. I always reject whatever is being given to me by the system. And that's why I thrive when the rest of the world isn't. And my time for healing is in reverse. Adjustments are required. I've been having a hard time with healing through the required adjustments that I've been going through. It's been up and down for a very long time. I've been feeling like holding my vision is almost impossible, but I've been doing it despite. I'm so grateful that the spirits are letting me see this, because just last night I was like, so y'all don't be hearing my prayers, my cries. And I was saying how since my divorce, because that's when I had to start my life over, I've taken 10 steps forward, and then I'll get a devastating blow that will bring me back to start one. A la starting a business with Andrew and Natasha, And now, you guys see what I'm saying? That's been the pattern in my life since 2016, actually, and probably longer. But that's when I started really feeling the traumatic effects of it. I'm only doing this reading in front of y'all so that I can show y'all that I don't mind putting myself on blast either. And I don't know what the spirits are going to say. It could have been something very embarrassing. But I want you guys to know that I'm very genuine about the things that I say. And I'm not saying them to judge you, because I don't mind judging myself. Find someone else who does that in front of the world, publicly, on a public platform where anybody can see them reading their own tea. We're not the same, for whomever thought we were. Spirit, be bold to make the first move. Like I said, my Taurus situation, I don't wanna. For a long time, this is very much lazy, stubborn. Oh, but now you're taking action and doing the work, the necessary. It's like you realized the changes that you needed to make in your life, and you're set on doing them. Because for a while you was tripping, girl. And that's why you weren't making steady progress. You weren't consistent. Not even in this channel I wasn't consistent. And once I became consistent, I've seen a beautiful new start. A beautiful new phase of my life that allowed me to face obstacles and still maintain my livelihood. And that's the blessing that I've received as a result of a lifetime of sacrifice and service. A new start is coming. But that Knight of Pentacles, I hate to see that for myself, but it's eye-opening because I knew I was there. I knew I was there. That Taurus ascendant and 0 degree, it's difficult, man. Sometimes I'm hot, sometimes I'm very not. But consistency is what I need to implement in every area of my life, and routine. A new start is coming, Spirit. What does that mean for good old Ding Ding? Ace of Swords in reverse. The Tower. Oh. I might gain some more notoriety because of my readings, especially the ones I'm doing now, the most recent ones. Even the people who don't like what I say see the tower coming down, or when the tower comes down, they will know, they will remember. That's why a new start is coming for me, because I'll probably grow because of my readings, because of my ability to see, and not just see shit, Spirit, what's going to come next for the next, election, but these videos that I'm doing for the greater good, being the voice in the wilderness, not just trying to, capitalize off of my gift, but using it as a service to the greater good, I will be blessed, because I never sold out my gift. I did by doing celebrity readings, because I said I never would, but that's something that I can afford to sell. And because I choose to reject the deposit of this government, I created a good lifestyle for myself that isn't conducive to what a politician has to say. I always said I will probably be more active in politics when I am more successful as a businesswoman and I have the money, because those are the only people who make things happen, people with money. And people with businesses that feed the economy, because those are the people who the politicians want to support them with their money and, things like that. And so when I have the capital power to make changes, to play the game, because I know what politics is. And if I'm going to get into politics, I'm going to play the game the right way, the way changes are made. I'm not going to be on at the polls, you know. No, I'm going to be shaking hands with the politicians and telling them, this is what I would like to see in my community. And if you want my support and my money, power. I'm not afraid of power because I know how to use it. All right. A lot of people will come back and revisit these readings if they're not taken down by then. Remember everything I said, and my coin will go up. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. A new romantic cycle. As I also said, unfortunately, and I don't want to sound like this is a flex because I am empathetic with the majority of the population who suffers, but because I reject the deposit, I don't necessarily face a lot of the challenges. And if I do, the challenges don't impact me as much because I already live a very low maintenance lifestyle. I'm not attached to a lot of the systems that if they crumble, I would be in this situation if they weren't there anymore, like a lot of people are, and like a lot of people will be. I mean, I feel them too, but I can navigate them better because I don't stand to lose as much because I don't have as much invested into the system. My life is very much low maintenance. And that's not conducive to today's society where everything is glitz, glamour, everybody want to seem rich. I don't want to seem rich. I want to be wealthy. I've positioned myself around people who are wealthy. In my career, everybody that I work with is a millionaire or almost a millionaire. And they wouldn't have hired me. Or I won't say hired me because the company I work with, they're about to start paying a salary in the new year. So I will be on a salary, but I'll still be, earning my commissions. But they brought me on with their team. One of the questions they asked in our meeting was, what are your financial goals? What does it cost? What do you think it would cost for you to live the lifestyle that you want to live? And I said, okay, well, I'm a single woman. I have no children. This is the lifestyle I want to live. 500,000 up would help me be able to do that. And they said, excellent. That's what we need to hear. Because a lot of people say, oh, 50, 60,000, even 100,000. And they're like, that's not money. These are wealthy people. They're like, that's not money. That's not going to change or sustain the lifestyle that you want to live. That's one person's salary, and they might not even be C-suite executive, And so they said that was one of the things that won them over with me because that was very realistic. And they are wealthy people. I work with a luxury company now who sells and builds luxury. And so they want to see if I have a poverty mentality or, because all of them are in their millions or almost touching it. They don't want to bring a thousandaire around a millionaire bringing thousandaire energy. Now, I don't have millions, but my energy is millionaire energy. And so I'll get there, hopefully, or close to it. But Spirit, one card of actionable advice you can give to me, and I'll close this long-ass reading out. The World card. I'm doing it. The action that I need to take is I've already done it. I've created my platforms. Now, this probably is telling me to expand on my platform. Hey, y'all. Live from my mother's second bed. Y'all ain't never been in here. Anyways, my phone died, so that last video ended abruptly. Plus, I think spirits were trying to tell me not to give too much of my personal tea away. like advice and actions that I'm supposed to be taking moving forward. But I just wanted you guys to see that I do put myself out there since I read so many other people. I just finished eating. I am going to bed. Love you guys. Bye.